All right, so in terms of my own personal trading, I ended up going 1 for 1 on the day with a 100% return on SPY calls. I decided to wait to trade until power hour. Once I noticed there was a clear floor and a clear bullish trend reversal 30-minute candlestick confirmation pattern that the overall trend was bullish for a bullish close above the level that I gave you where the bulls take full control, 607.80. I decided to buy calls. I'm going to explain to you on why I literally said to hold these calls into the close. The 608 SPY calls that I got at 35 cents quickly dropped to 15 cents and they went all the way up to 160. I ended up selling at 59 cents a contract for nearly 100%. I'm going to break down the trade towards the end of this video. In terms of G-Roar's trades, it was not his best day. He did end up going 1 for 4 on the day, but in terms of the one win that he had, it was fucking amazing. These SPX calls went up over 1,000%. I'm going to be walking you through the massive percentage gains that you could have made towards the end of this video. In terms of the new game plan, it's going to be very simple, man. So in terms of the SPY, this is what I want you to understand, man. Based off of the daily chart pattern, if the SPY gaps up, opening up higher than the previous closing price, 609.75, is going to try to attempt to have another bullish trend day. So if we're gapping up, opening up higher than 609.75, the SPY is going to try to react bullish. Now, in terms of the levels, to be buying call options, if we're gapping up, the higher levels are going to be focused at the previous day highs towards this 609.60, right around this 609.70 overall level. And I also want you to keep an eye on this overall level as well, 607.80. So in terms of the levels, man, you need to keep an eye on this 609.60, 609.20, and 607.80. Those overall zones to buy calls if we gap up. If the SPY goes super bearish, reacting bearish with a gap down, the main level for calls for a quick trend reversal is going to be towards previous day lows, 605.50, but a much better level to keep an eye on is going to be this following zone, 604.70 and 604.20. Another level you can go with is 603. That's going to be the main game plan for calls if we're reacting bearish. So I gave you the game plan for calls. Now in terms of puts, what I want you to understand is this. If the SPY is reacting bearish, and if the SPY is starting to go under this 609, under a flat opening, or a gap down, you're really going to want to be focused on puts, man. If the SPY cannot turn the previous day high into support, basically what's going to happen is if we can't break above this, hold above this, turn this into support, start to break out, drop back down, form higher support, break and retest, continue to run up. If that's not going to happen, basically the previous day highs is going to be the high and it's going to sell back off towards the lows. So in terms of like the bears to take full control, gap down, flat open, bearish reaction right here below this 608.90 level. That's what you fucking look for, man. So in terms of puts, it's just very fucking simple. If we're opening up flat, if we can't break above the previous day high, if we can't turn that into a floor, if we're not seeing strong bullish 30-minute candlestick confirmations above that, breaking on retesting, and we're reacting bearish towards the previous day high, and in terms of we go under the 609 level, we're not gapping up and opening up flat, then you could try puts, sell into the move. Very fucking simple, man. That is the game plan. Previous day highs is the make or break level. It's going to try to keep on running if we gap up. Flat open or gap down, it's going to try to react bearish. But just remember, you have to use confirmations. So in terms of breaking down the chart with the overall levels, in terms of the support level, where I told you, bears to take full control, we need to go under 605. If you look at the overall market open, there is a bullish 30-minute candlestick confirmation above the level for the bears to take full control. To maintain bearish, that's just maintaining overall bearish, but for a massive drop in price, it needs to go under 605. Never went under 605. It formed a fucking floor for fucking hours above the bears in full fucking control level. So it was trying to maintain bearish, but it never fucking cracked the key support level. And then you could see in terms of what it is that I tell you all the time, green, red, green, and it's having a breakout above the level. I fucking told you, man, if we start to go above this overall previous closing price and this overall 607.80 level, then it's going to start to shift bullish. Break above 607.80 is bulls are going to take full control. So in terms of what I decided to fucking do, I decided to wait for everyone to get fucked up on these fucking levels, for all the fucking chop, for all the fucking bullshit happening at all these fucking levels, and I decided to wait for the perfect fucking pattern. If you're trying to identify if it's a bullish trend or bearish trend at a certain level, you need to know the levels of bulls in control, bears in control. And then you need the perfect confirmation at the fucking levels. So this is exactly what I did. In terms of what I ended up doing, this is very fucking simple. I waited until 2:33 p.m. You know, just 27 minutes right before power hour. I got in 3 minutes after the 30-minute candlestick closed. I ended up buying SPY 608 calls at 35 cents at 2:33 p.m. You go to these SPY calls at 2:33 p.m., you're going to see this is where I got in, right? So I got in right here. They dropped 50%. In the chat, I literally said, hold the calls until close. That's the fucking game plan. And I even said, if the SPY drops to 607.30, not only am I going to hold these fucking calls, but I'm going to buy another fucking strike because I was playing for a bullish close. That's why I said that. If I'm playing for a bullish close, I'm holding the trade. If I'm putting in my max risk per trade into the trade and it expires worthless and goes to zero, the most I lose is what I put in, meaning I don't need a stop loss. If the trade expires worthless and goes to zero and never goes green, then I lost on the trade. So the plan was to hold the trade till the fucking close. In terms of where I decided to exit the overall trade, I ended up exiting it at, you could see right here, 3:53 p.m. at 59 cents. If I would have just fucking held it for 7 more minutes, since my entry was so fucking amazing, it would have been such a massive fucking gain, you know, because it literally went to 160 cents a contract, man, which is why it's always wise to leave runners when you're in at a good entry. I mean, if you're in at 35 cents and it goes to 15, you're down 50%. But in terms of 35 to 170, we're talking about a 400% plus profit return. So I would say that's a phenomenal fucking entry as long as you're not using stop losses. And inside of Team Roar, we don't use stop loss. So in terms of the reasoning behind this trade, why did I decide to buy SPY call options? So if you go to 2:30 p.m., this is exactly where I got in on the trade and alerted it in real time, right fucking here. When this candlestick was right here on the opening of this candlestick, right? This is when I got in. So as soon as this 30-minute candlestick right here closed fucking bearish, I bought the fucking calls at the fucking open. What the fuck did I tell you in last night's video? I told you, this is exactly what I said. For the bulls to take control, well, basically, for the bulls to maintain control, it needs to go above the previous closing price. So the SPY formed a floor above the previous closing price, and it kept on fucking breaking out. And then I told you for the bulls to take control, it needs to turn 607.80 into support. And I told you for the bears to take control, it needs to go under 605. So for the bears to take control, it needs to go under that support. For the bulls to take control, it needs to go above 607.80. So what the fuck did I decide to do? I decided to wait for the perfect fucking confirmation to fucking develop, man. And this is exactly what it is I teach you with a 30-minute chart. Look at this, man. So in terms of this overall fucking pattern, I'm going to show you so many confirmations. We had 2 red 30-minute candlesticks slanted to the right side. So just take a look at this. Take a look at this. This is so fucking simple. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is fucking beautiful, man. If you didn't see this, you're fucking blind. You shouldn't be fucking trading, man. Nobody fucking teaches you this because this is my fucking curriculum and this shit prints at the speed of fucking light. Problem is people don't use the curriculum at the fucking levels. They just blindly trade at the levels. They're in fucking patient. They deserve to fucking lose money. Fucking brokies, man. So this is exactly what the fuck I did. I saw that there was 2 30-minute candlesticks that were green and bullish slanted to the upside. So look at these 2 30-minute candlesticks. Then I saw that these 2 30-minute red candlesticks were slanted to the downside. You see that? Now watch what's happening. This right here is previous resistance, right? And this is a fucking floor. That's support, that's support, that's support, that's support. It's forming a higher fucking floor above the previous fucking resistance, right? Now, in terms of the overall pattern, take a look. Your new resistance is at 607.80. I fucking told you, if we go above 607.80 and form a floor, form bullish 30-minute candlestick patterns, drop back down, break and retest, buy the fucking calls, strong bullish close on an overall gap situation. So I noticed the same fucking pattern was forming. You had 2 green 30-minute candlesticks right here. You have 2 green 30-minute candlesticks right fucking here. 2 slanted to the red, 2 slanted to the red. What happens for the next fucking hour? The next fucking hour, we are super fucking bullish. Look at that. You see the fucking trend? You see the fucking pattern? It's the same fucking pattern that happened on the fucking day, and it literally happened at the fucking levels. I told you, previous closing price, if we react bullish, green, red, green, the fucking bears fucking had hours. They had fucking hours to take out 605. They couldn't take it out. That means they're losing fucking control. And if we break above previous closing price, green, red, green, with a continued breakout in a higher fucking floor, that's fucking bullish. And then if we have the green, green, red, red, And then an hour bullish confirmation. Look at the fucking pattern. Double green, double green, double red, double red. Look at the fucking floors. This floor is above the previous resistance. Break and fucking retest at the previous closing price. We're breaking above 607.80. This fucking floor is above the previous resistance. Break and fucking retest. And what the fuck did I tell you all the fucking time? I tell you all the time, man. This is what I fucking tell you. What the fuck do I tell you, man? Never failed. This fucking pattern has never fucking failed. You understand, man? Look at the fucking pattern. Look at this. Red facing to the downside, red facing to the upside. If this pattern is forming and there's a fucking floor above the previous resistance prior to a breakout, a break and fucking retest, next 30 minutes is going to be green and fucking bullish. You look at this fucking pattern, it's a trend reversal fucking pattern that has never fucking failed me for buying fucking calls at my key fucking level that I fucking gave you at 607.80. If you didn't fucking see this trade or enter this, you are genuinely blind. You should not be fucking trading. I teach the curriculum. I show you exactly what to fucking do in the fucking videos. I give you the fucking levels right here. Red facing to the downside, red facing to the fucking upside. The 30-minute candlestick is closing above the fucking level I told you where the bulls are taking control prior to a breakout in a fucking retest for previous resistance to react as fucking support. Are you fucking with me, man? The fuck? Losing is a personal fucking choice. Red is a personal fucking choice. Reason why traders lose is because they're in fucking patient. They don't wait for the perfect fucking pattern, man. Double fucking green. Okay, let's just go through the whole fucking story, man. What's the fucking story? If we're below the previous closing price, the bears are maintaining bearish. But for the bears to be in control and for shit to hit the fucking fan and for a bearish fucking trend day, we need to see a roof. We need to see resistance. We need to see a crack below 60.5, spike back up, lower highs. There's a fucking floor forming for fucking hours with all this green, red, green, breakout, green, red, green, breakout fucking patterns. We're breaking above previous closing price. We're forming a higher fucking floor above the previous resistance, all fucking bullish. And then we have all the fucking bullish patterns, green, red, green, green, red, green. It's like, dude, if they can't fucking crack 605, the bears are in control level, holding above for fucking hours, then what the fuck, man? You think that shit's gonna turn fucking bearish? No, fuck no. It held for way too fucking long, man. And then look at how long the fucking new floor held. Fucking double green, double red, next hour's bullish, double green. Double green, double red. What's the fucking confirmation as well? Red facing to the downside, red facing to the upside. Next 30 minutes supposed to be bullish along with this fucking pattern. Double fucking green along with the previous resistance break and retest. Another fucking hour's bullish. And then even the last 30 minutes was fucking bullish. It's like, man, people is genuinely choosing to stay fucking broke. Not waiting for the levels to be fucking confirmed. Not waiting for the perfect confirmation, for the perfect story to set up later into the fucking day at the fucking levels. If you just rush in and jump in with no fucking confirmations, it's like, dude, there was a fucking green, red, green. There was a fucking floor for fucking hours above the bear in control level. And then it breaks above previous closing price. Why the fuck would anybody be in puts? Every single 30-minute confirmation was fucking bullish, man. So what the fuck? So losing was a personal fucking choice. I decided to wait until the entire fucking day for the perfect fucking patterns to fucking form. And that shit paid off, man. This is my second day in a row where I only made one trade and I waited towards the power hour and it was a successful trade. I'm telling you, man, if you literally just trade less and wait for the perfect trades, you use the levels, you wait for the perfect confirmation, trade at the bear and bull in fucking control levels, it's just so fucking simple, man. If there's a fucking roof towards previous closing, the previous closing price to 609, we go under 609, bears in fucking control. Wait for the perfect confirmations to fucking develop. It's like, dude, I literally, how many fucking times this year and how many fucking times last year have I traded this fucking pattern, right? And it wasn't just this. That's the beauty of this shit, man. It wasn't just red facing to the downside, red facing to the upside at my key level, right? So in terms of the strategy, this was the bulls in control fucking level. This is a breakout. This is a retest. This is the confirmation, red facing down, red facing up. But there was also more confirmation. Double green, double red, double green, double red. It's like, what more could you fucking want? Like, what the fuck, man? If you didn't see that, don't fucking trade. You don't stand a fucking chance, man. I'm telling you, if you just wait for the simplest 30-minute fucking patterns to form at the fucking levels where you're like, dude, this shit's a fucking no-brainer. We've been holding for fucking hours. Double green formed here, double red, double green formed here, double red. Oh, red facing to the down, red facing to the fucking up. Strong bullish move for an hour. It's like, if you just wait for the story to unfold, the history tends to repeat itself 90% of the fucking times, man. But people don't wait. They're impatient. I'll wait all fucking day to call a play. I'll call the best fucking plays, man. So that's in terms of the trade that I made, and that's the reasoning fucking behind it. You know? So how many of you saw it that way? Let me know, man, because I literally tell you every fucking time. I'm looking at the 10-day, 30-minute chart. I'm waiting for 30-minute patterns to develop on the 30-minute chart with the key levels. I'm waiting for the perfect story, for the perfect pattern, for the perfect history to set up. It's very fucking simple, right? But you need to be disciplined, and you need to be patient, and you need to wait, and you need to be aware at all fucking times. It's like, dude, that looks so, that pattern was so fucking perfect. And the story was so fucking perfect. We gapped down, but 605 never fucking crocked. Green, red, green, that's bullish. Break above previous closing price, trying to go bullish. A retest at the previous closing price with a fucking floor prior to a breakout. Break and fucking retest at the maintained bearish level, which is now fucking bullish. And then you have this double green, double red, double green, double red. You didn't even have to go back throughout the chart history. All you had to do was fucking wait. All you had to do was fucking wait. Double green, double fucking red. Red down, red fucking up, all this fucking shit I teach you. It keeps on fucking repeating. It's gonna keep on fucking repeating at the speed of fucking light. Do you understand? Everything I'm fucking showing you is gonna keep on fucking happening at these fucking levels. Sometimes it's gonna happen a couple times a week. Sometimes it's not gonna happen on the week. Are you gonna fucking trade this system that fucking works? Are you gonna print at the speed of fucking light? This shit works. Non-fucking stop. Traders fucking lose because they don't use this fucking shit. They go on their own fucking way and do whatever the fuck else. So, if you wanna fucking win, use what it is that I'm fucking teaching you. And then you come back and you tell me how much money you're fucking making from all this fucking information, man. Be self fucking sufficient. Wait for the shit to fucking develop. Now, in terms of the other trades that we have, that was my one trade. In terms of G-War's trades, like I said, it was not his overall day today. But the one trade that was right could have made your whole fucking day as well, man. So in terms of my calls, fucking they went 30 to 160. That was phenomenal. In terms of G-War's overall trades, the morning trade did not end up working out. The second trade did not end up working out, right? So the morning session was overall red. Right? So the morning session is red, which is completely fine because you start light, right? We're not risking every fucking thing on the day in the morning because if we're red on the fucking morning, we trade during the middle of the day in power fucking hour 2. And if we're green in the morning, we can still continue to trade throughout the other sessions, but you don't want to risk more than 50% of your overall profits because we're not going to go green to red in this market. You have to be able to survive, right? Risk management 101. So in terms of this fucking trade, man, 10:27 a.m. right? So the morning session, it just didn't work out, man. But in terms of the calls, this was the fucking play, man. The 6110 SPX calls for 155 cents at 114. I mean, if you held a runner, if you held the fucking play, man, this was the fucking one. It went to 8.50, man. And this is what I talk about all the fucking time, man. If you trade the trend and SPY's gonna have these massive volatile moves a lot of the times, it's like, it's very hard to fucking lose, man. The dead plays come back to life. This went from 110 all the way to 200, and then it went to 5 cents all the way to 8.50. It's like, I'm telling you, dude, if you hold the fucking dead plays, like, do you understand? If you would have just held one play till close and played for the fucking close out of all the fucking entries we took, it would have made up for literally 7 losses in a row. If we had 7 losses in a row and you took this one fucking play and just held it till fucking close, it would have made up for those fucking losses, man. That's why it's very smart to leave runners on plays. But look, man, I'm going to leave it off at that. I genuinely hope you learned something because I'm telling you, all this shit I'm fucking teaching you works. It's just the problem is, man, some people, they don't understand how to use the game plan. They just blindly trade at levels and they just think this is a bias or some shit. It's like there's levels to maintain, to be maintained bearish. There's levels to maintain bullish. There's levels that are, bulls are in control. If we break above a level, react to support. There's levels if bears are in control, we break down below, react to fucking resistance, lower high. But you have to use the confirmations. You can't just jump in the levels. It's like, the fuck, man. You can't just say, buys gapping down. We're at 605. Let's hop in fucking puts. I'm holding my fucking puts. Like, dude, you have to wait for the perfect confirmations. Look at this. We have a floor for several fucking hours. We have green, red, green, green, red, green for fucking hours at the bear, and it's forming above the level 605. That means the bears aren't in control. They're trying to maintain control by staying under the previous closing price. But if we fucking break above previous closing price and form a floor, then the bulls take control. I mean, the bulls really took control right here, man. In between was the fucking battle. And in terms of the battle confirmation, the bulls won it because they held fucking support above this bear in control level for so fucking long with all of the green, red, green fucking patterns that I tell you all the fucking time, man. So losing and going red is a personal choice. If you use the levels and waited for confirmations, if you're not willing to do that, then you're going to go red every fucking day until you fucking learn this shit, man. If you blindly trade at levels and you don't use fucking confirmations and wait for the perfect confirmation, that's like, dude, there's a reason why I wait all the way until the fucking close. Because I'm using a strategy where a pattern in history fucking repeats and I'm waiting for the perfect fucking confirmation. Like, it's just common sense. This is a fucking level. This was the level where the Bears main control if we're below the fucking level. Why? When was it likely where the Bears were no longer going to be in control? Green, red, green in a fucking floor for hours above 605. Those are all bullish confirmations that it's less likely for the Bears to maintain control. If we break above the previous closing price, drop back down and retest and form a fucking floor on the 30-minute chart, that's overall bullish. If we break above 607.80, the bull and control level right here, and form bullish 30-minute candlestick patterns along with trend reversal 30-minute candlestick patterns, that's overall fucking bullish. It's like everything I fucking teach you worked out to a fucking T. But you literally had to wait for the overall perfect play. You had to wait until 2:30 p.m. That was like basically one of the best plays you could have made on fucking calls, was getting in at 2:30 fucking p.m. In terms of confirmation in the chart, it's like I waited for the perfect opportunity. And it blows my fucking mind on how people don't see this shit. It's like, what the fuck are they looking at? What the fuck are they studying? How do people not see this shit? It's so fucking simple and it works. It's just like, you have to wait until it looks perfect at the fucking levels. Some days the 30-minute chart is going to look like complete shit, and then you just don't fucking trade it that day. But usually every single day, there's 1 to 3 trading opportunities just solely based off the levels in the 30-minute chart, man. It's just so simple. Double green, double red, bullish for an hour and a half. History repeats in similar fucking cycles, man. It's like losing's a personal fucking choice if you use the overall curriculum. With that being said, I'm going to be signing off. If you're serious about making money, we are going to absolutely fucking destroy and crush the market and come back with an absolute vengeance and finish this week very, very strong within the green. It's the first link down below within the description. What you gain access to is our community, and you also gain access to a real-time zero-day trading alert system. We buy cheap, far out-of-the-money option contracts, very, very cheap, very, very low risk. We do not use stop losses. We put in our entire max risk per trade as our position size. There's no need to get stopped out if you're putting in the most you're going to risk, your max risk per trade, into the contracts as your entire position size. We let the trades expire worthless and go to zero the vast majority of times if they don't work out. In terms of when a trade works out, when a trade is green, we set a profit stop. That stops us out for profits. We add to winners to increase the winnings. One small winning move in our favor protects our new average cost by setting that profit stop and increases the gains. We move the profit stops up higher to ensure that we don't get back the bulk of our gains if the market has a big move against us. We sell into the moves at key critical levels. We leave runners to sell deep in the money. We are making the biggest percentage gains within the market, buying cheap, low risk, far the money option contracts with the highest win rate in the game to do this, along with making the biggest percentage gains within the fucking market. Very, very cheap and low risk. It's phenomenal for small accounts who use cash accounts. It's also phenomenal for rich people who prefer to pay less, who prefer to risk less and make the biggest gains in the market. This is the best style of trading and the best system to optimize for. We have many, many members. Team Roar is absolutely massive. And I can assure you, we have many people in here where the system and the format does work out for them. And they also learn a lot trading alongside with us, because the way to learn how to trade is to trade. And if you trade alongside with us, you're going to start to learn a lot. You'll literally see the confirmations happen in real fucking time on the trades, right? We have many members in here who are consistently making $500 a day to $1,000 a day. Some of them are making 5 figures a week. We have some multimillionaires in here who are making over 6 figures a month. It's the first link down below in the description if you would like to experience our community and our zero-day options trade alert system. There's typically many trades on the day. It varies. Some days there's only going to be 1 to 4 trades. Other days it could be 10 plus trades. It varies, right? So with that being said, man, it's the first link down below in the description if you would like to get started trading far out of the money zero-day option contracts. You could also use this as a way, if you like, to trade on a prop firm. It's just you have to understand in terms of our system, we don't use stop losses, man. So if you're going to use the prop firm, just understand we're holding fucking trades for long periods of time and they go down massively sometimes. But 70% of the time, those massive percentage losses go up and back to in the money. Like literally that play that Giro called, it went all the way down to 5 cents. It was down 90%. And from the entry, it went up over 400%. My play went down 50% at first, and then it went up 400%, right? There's reasons why we don't use stop losses. And then when we're green, we set profit stops to ensure that we keep the fucking profit. If you trade farther money option contracts and you use stop losses, vast majority of the time you will lose. You're gonna have to time the trade near fucking perfect. And it doesn't matter in terms of the timing. It doesn't fucking matter. What matters is a big move in a decent entry. That's what overall matters. If the fucking high is 160 and I'm in at 35, that's a fucking amazing contract. That's a fucking amazing entry. Even if they drop to 1 fucking cent. As long as we're getting big moves in a decent entry, or even a fucking, you could still make 100% off a bad entry with not a good move. And then when we're down on a play, we'll buy a second strike. I literally told the chat, if we drop to 607.30, I'm buying a second fucking strike. It didn't drop that low, so I didn't buy the second strike. Hell, I wish it did. If those fucking calls were down 80, 90%, I would have bought the second fucking strike. I would have went with 607 calls and likely SPX FAR, the money calls as well. And I would have made fucking 10x gains. But the market didn't give it to me. So that's what I got. I still would have held the play regardless. You guys have to understand, man, we're holding the plays. When we're green, we set the profit stop. We're stopped out for profit. When we're red, there is no stop loss. We don't set stop losses. We set profit stops because setting the profit stop means you get stopped out for green. Setting the stop loss means you're stopped out for a loss. It's like, dude, I'm trying my best to time the trades perfectly, but I don't need to. I could just buy a second fucking strike. And there's no need to use a fucking stop loss. My entire position size is my max risk per trade. If it expires worthless and goes to 0, the most I lose is my max risk per trade, which is what I put in. So if the contract never goes green, or if the contracts never go in the money, then my L is what I put in, my max risk per trade. We figured out the system. We cracked the system. No stop losses, holding trades, biggest wins. Get with this, man. You will be left fucking behind. It's 2025 now. You will be left behind if you are not fucking in here. You will be left behind, man. This is the best system you can possibly optimize for within the stock market as far as the money 0-day option contracts. There's no other way to fucking make it, especially if you have a fucking small account. There's no fucking way, man. In terms of trading with real fucking money, what the fuck are people going to do? Fucking in the money options? Why would we buy an in the money option? Pay more, get fucked on the fucking theta decay, risk more, make less gains? Makes no fucking sense. Why the fuck would we do that? Less options. Far out of the money options give you the most options in the market. It allows you to break the fucking matrix. You want to break the matrix? Trade far out of the money options. The fuck? You don't even need a high win rate with this shit. You can have a 30% win rate, and every trader knows the best system to optimize for, best asset class, far out of the money options, because you can be successful with a low win rate. If you make a 1,000% return and you're sizing in accordingly, you can have 9 100% losses in a row, or you can have 18 50% losses in a row and still be fucking green and profitable. You can't do that anywhere else. Most people, they don't know how to trade. They don't know how to hold. They buy, they sell, they set a stop loss. You understand? They buy heavy, they sell quick, and they set a stop loss. They don't know what the fuck they're doing, man. Over here, we do the complete opposite. So if you want to learn something new, and I'm telling you, you're going to have to rewire your fucking brain, and it's going to take time to adjust to our format, because this is like nothing else out there. It's a very unique style of trading. Some people are going to get it, and since it's very real, some people are going to say, wow, this just isn't for me. Trading just isn't for me. And then they'll just quit trading. It's a very real program. This is a real fucking group. It's like, I'm telling you, is you're going to see, man, this shit is fucking game changing for the money option contracts. So if you want to trade alongside with us, is the first link down below within the description. With that being said, I'm signing the fuck off. I will see you fucking guys within the chat. And for those of you within the chat, man, I'm going to be watching Trump. I'm going to be watching the Trump meme coin. I'm going to be watching this all fucking night because it's sitting at a key critical support level and another move is setting up to happen. And I already nailed the exact low on the dip twice in a row throughout the past week. So I'm going to continue to watch that because we're currently at a key critical level. And if you've studied the moves, the big moves tend to happen towards nighttime and towards early into the morning, right? So I'm going to be watching that all fucking night, man, because the play is going to happen on that. So if I see something on that, I'll call out the fucking play. If not, then it is what it is. But either way, we're going to be crushing it on far the money option contracts tomorrow. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. I would encourage you to come and join us if you would like to learn this and experience something new. I'm telling you, man, this is fucking life-changing and it's fucking game-changing. This is the best system to optimize for within the market, man. A lot of small accounts don't make it because they buy something that's higher priced with less gains and they size in big and they aim for small wins and they set tight stop losses. You're never going to be able to hold a trade if you size in too big or if you use a stop loss. A stop loss will stop you out of your trade. That could have potentially been a big win, right? And if you size in too big, you're never going to have the fucking balls to hold the fucking trade. And if you do have the fucking balls to hold the trade, you're going to lose all your money at some point. So it's not even worth having the fucking balls in that situation. So I just want to clarify that. If you're serious about fucking making money and actually having a shot of making something out of the stock market, I'm telling you, hard money option contracts is the best thing you can do with real fucking money. Cheap, low risk, biggest percentage gains. There's nothing better than you can fucking do this within the stock market. There is no better system you can master. If you master price action, if you master fucking charts, if you've reached the fifth dimension, you would realize whether you're rich or whether you don't have a lot of fucking money, the best thing you can figure out and learn how to trade is far the money option contracts. There is no better asset class. If you were to master any fucking thing, right? So let's say you're an amazing trader, good at price action, you're good at making big wins, penny stocks, fucking in the money options, whatever the fuck, you'd realize far the money option contracts is the best thing to optimize for. And it's extremely hard to, get amazing at this. But once you figure it out, it fucking stays with you. And I'm telling you, man, it fucking works. It's just for me, this shit took over a fucking decade to figure out. I started trading penny stocks, ETFs. Then I got into in the money options, just scalping with larger amounts of money for quick wins. Then I realized, man, it's like far the money option contracts is the best way and the best system to optimize for. You can do it with a small account, you can do it with a large account. If you're just going to scalp, it's more fucking risky and you have to have a larger account to actually make something. With this, you can make something out of fucking nothing. Far the money option contracts is the best thing to optimize for. Anyone who is honest with you would literally tell you that if you mastered trading, trading the charts and everything, and you trade with real money, wouldn't it be smart to master far the money option contracts? Like, what else would possibly be better to master than far the money option contracts? If you're trading the stock market, from market open to market close, and you're trading with real money, you tell me, if you could master any fucking asset class, why would you rather go with in the money options? Why would you rather go with shares? Why would you rather go penny stocks if you could master far the money option contracts? This is the best thing to optimize for. And we are creating systems that are not only educational, right? That I teach you within the videos, but also money-making systems that print us and other people money at the speed of fucking light. So if you want to get access to the money-making system, is the first link down below within the description.